I feel like a lot of young artists out there have the issue where they want to be accepted by their friends or their local music community or music scene, but they also want to focus on building an Instagram or building a SoundCloud or a page that the rest of the world or the internet can see. It's really tough to focus on both of those things, because if you want to do a local show where you need to meet up with the local kids who make music and you want to get in the mix with them, then that takes time away from you recording and hustling Instagram and hustling Twitter or YouTube or whatever social media outlet it is, because we all know it's basically a full-time job to focus on those things. And we all have like real life shit to do, real responsibilities like going to school and going to work. So it's really tough to do both, I understand. In my perspective, one man's opinion is that you should pretty much only focus on the internet. I know that being accepted by your local community will make you feel good, and if you go out to real places with real people and they know you as a rapper or one of them, it'll make you feel accepted and it'll make you feel like you're actually achieving something because you'll see it, versus just a bunch of followers on a screen might not really translate into success. But I found that it pretty much isn't even worth it to be accepted by your local scene, because it's just not gonna help you that much. To be honest, most record label A&Rs, they're not hunting down city by city rappers or artists or any musician. They're looking on the internet. It's easier and it really makes more sense, because the needs and wants of your local scene does not match the needs and wants of the world. Basically what I'm saying is you could be popping in your town, city, or even state, and nobody in the rest of the country or the world could care about you. You could be popping in New York, you could be popping in Texas, you could be popping in just California, in just those states, and you could arguably build a career, but you'll only be there. And it's tough to maintain that legacy. So I recommend you focus on the internet. Build up that SoundCloud, build up that Instagram, build up that Twitter, build up that YouTube page. Because if your goal is to sign, that's what record labels are gonna care about. What's your social media engagement like? What are your Spotify monthly listeners? What are your demographics? Where is your songs being played the most? Who follows you on Instagram? Why do they follow you on Instagram? The local scene just doesn't matter. A&Rs or record labels or people in general aren't traveling to city to see their favorite whatever. They want to be in their car, in their house, in school at lunch, wherever, at work, listening to you. And if you're not focusing on trying to get your music to those people in other states or other countries that are doing those things, then I think you should be. It'll also just be easier to find your niche or your audience on the internet. Because like I said, people in your local scene might not like your music, but there are people out there that will. And they might be in California, they might be in Idaho, they might be in Canada, they might be in Perth, Australia, who knows? But if you can make your music and you're comfortable where you live or where you grew up, and people can appreciate it wherever they are, anywhere in the world, then you're probably in the best situation possible, because you can make money and create from where you are right now. And you don't have to move. All you have to do is just keep doing what you're doing where you are. Because trust me when I say this, if you do start to gain a following on the internet and you do start to pop off, your local community, they'll accept you. They'll want you back. In fact, they won't leave you alone, probably. I'm not speaking that from experience. I've just seen that happen multiple times with artists. So your community or your city or your school or your friends or whatever, they might not accept you now, but wait till you get popping on the internet. They'll start to accept you.